Hunter ranked number 6. The two of them ranked together, they've now won a combined 21 matches and only lost 3 bouts in their time here at Ohio State.
So an unbelievable job by the Stieber brothers, redshirt freshman Logan Stieber and true freshman Hunter Stieber, both from Monroeville High School in Monroeville, Ohio. And now we have David Taylor taking the mat at the 165-pound weight class. You can see head coach Cale Sanderson looking on. And again, we talked about it during the week. He gets his wrestlers ready to go on the weekends by preparing them and really working them hard. And then he lets them do their business on Sunday.
And what else he does is he lets them have fun. You know,
Yeah.
They have a good time. You could see David Taylor there just a few seconds ago jumping around, just getting ready. Just like his opponent right there, Derek Garcia, is doing the same thing. I think this is going to be a pretty lively match right here.
So Derek Garcia, the freshman from Washington, the state of Washington, so he's a long way from home here in Happy Valley. Big Ten Wrestling on Big Ten Network. David Taylor looking at his opponent, studying his legs, trying to find a good time to shoot on Garcia. 165-pound weight class, 230 to wrestle. Still at the center of the mat. David Taylor puts his hand on Garcia's head, looking for the wrist control. They're at the center of the mat. Fan favorite here, David Taylor. And a great ankle pick. A beautiful move by David Taylor, grabbing the left ankle of Derek Garcia and bringing him to the mat. He set that up beautifully.
And now he really has great control right on top, one hand around the waist of Garcia, and both legs really in control there behind him.
So the 2 is awarded to Taylor. So the Nittany Lion over the Buckeye 2-0 with 1:40 to wrestle here in the first period, in front of a standing room only crowd here at Rec Hall.
And David Taylor for the Nittany Lions, again, is another wrestler who looks for bonus points. So we can see David Taylor probably will try to get more than just that one takedown here.
And the point is awarded David Taylor still on top. Oh, excuse me, a stall warning given to Derek Garcia, so no points yet for stalling, but a warning in place. David Taylor on top of Derek Garcia. And we talked about earlier in the broadcast how the Nittany Lions are going to try to take advantage of the mismatches in the middle weights, and David Taylor's doing that right here.
Definitely, and this is actually the first wrestler that we're seeing from Ohio State that doesn't have a top 20 ranking. David Taylor on the other side is number 1 at the weight class at 165. So it's expected that David Taylor should win this, but right now Derek Garcia doing a really good job wrestling defensively.
So he doesn't want to give up that many points to the Nittany Lions. So a point is awarded for the escape.
And there you see David actually just let him go out of that, kind of came around, had control on the top of his head and let him get the escape point. Now David going to try and score again.
And a 2 is awarded to David Taylor. Nittany Lion fans really giving it to the sophomore who dominated Mike Evans, who was number 6 in the country last Sunday when he beat Mike Evans 9-4. 56-1 on his career. Only loss was to Bubba Jenkins in the national championship. 5 seconds left to wrestle here in the first period. Riding time up to 1:50. And that's the first period. David Taylor up 4-1. And that's kind of what we expected from this sophomore.
Yeah, and I think that we can see that David Taylor controlling that match, as you said, 1:53 riding time. But there you see Cale Sanderson. Cale is the kind of coach that wants to see David keep going and pushes David because he knows that David can get those extra points. You see David setting up right now, again, letting Garcia out of that escape, and David's going to try and go for another one.
So showing the triangle on Garcia's back, letting him up. And now it's 4-2, so the escape goes to Garcia. 1:50 left to wrestle here in the second period. And a good shot by Garcia has the left leg of Taylor, but a great sprawl by David Taylor, so he's still in control. A good sprawl. And a 2 is awarded to David Taylor, so a great sprawl and scramble to get around Garcia. So now he is in control, has both of his arms wrapped around Garcia, one over his chest, one over his neck, trying to turn him. David Taylor really efficient when they're in the neutral position, but he's also great on top.
Yeah,
as you can see, getting the riding time up to 2:30.
And in the same way, Derek Garcia, just another stall warning on him. David was ordered to the point. Now we can see David trying to turn him.
So Derek Garcia rolling around the mat, not trying to give up a fall. Nittany Lions up 10-9 over the Buckeyes in the overall match. David Taylor up 7-2. 35 seconds left to wrestle here in the second period. Oh, and a great move by David Taylor. Turns Derek Garcia around and takes him down with a beautiful double leg takedown. So Taylor on top of Garcia, getting his riding time up to 3 minutes. 15 seconds left to wrestle here in the second period. 165-pound weight class. Nittany Lion fans really giving it to David Taylor, and a point is awarded, so it goes to 10-3. Trying to get that major decision. 8 points or more, and there's the final horn. A 2 is awarded to back points. Beautiful play by David Taylor, and we talked about it in the intro. The Nittany Lions really have to push the pace and get those bonus points with riding time and back points.
And you see Derek Garcia there looking over to his bench. Now we're going to have Tom Ryan coming out talking to the referees. It looked like he didn't agree with that right there. They thought that the horn blew, I think, before David got those back points.
Head coach Tom Ryan not liking the call by the referee. Tom Ryan signaling that he did not call out the back points. Not enough time awarded, but still points go to David Taylor. And as you can see, David Taylor put up the 2. He knew he had him. So David Taylor starts in the down position. Strong crossface by Derek Garcia. Looking for a headlock. He lets him up. So David Taylor up 13-3. And now he is in control. Looking for that ankle pick. Grabbed the left ankle of Derek Garcia. But they're back to the neutral position. And a strong shot by Garcia, and an even better sprawl by David Taylor. He's looking to scramble and get the 2 points awarded.
Garcia staying in on that leg, though.
And now he's looking to turn Garcia over, and the 2 is awarded. Nittany Lion fans really giving it to David Taylor, up 15-3 with 1:10 to wrestle here in the third period.
That's Taylor's 5th takedown of this bout so far.
So a beautiful job by David Taylor to get the 2. 1 minute left to wrestle here. Riding time up to 3:30. So like we talked about, he is a good wrestler when he's down on the mat, and he uses his hips, and he's trying to pin Derek Garcia. And the fans wanted it. The fans wanted the pin. The referee gave him the 2 back points, though. So a technical fall. David Taylor really giving it to the crowd here at Rec Hall.